Alright, what's up guys? So I wanted to take like 2 minutes and go ahead and talk about my first week with the FP Game Changers. FP was really kind enough to send me these last week after being caught up in a conversation with somebody else on Instagram, CloudStrike. What's up, man? But I said on the comment like, hey, I'd try them out if they'd kick me some, and they're just like, hey, DMS. So I DM'd them, and they were just awesome enough to send me a set. I've only got a chance to skate in these once, which is the first day that I had them. I went to Lanark Park. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage, but really wanted to discuss the few things that I've noticed over this first week with them. And I'm basically going to do this probably like a weekly update for maybe a month, maybe 2 months if they keep going pretty well. But the procedure is pretty straightforward. So they have these game changers, which are supposed to be kind of like an orthotic, give you a lot of arch support, realign the foot, so you have proper joint centration, which basically means alignment for the joint for the ankles and also to help with the knees. For those of you that are flat-footed, this can be an issue. If you've rolled your foot skating, then that could be an issue as well, because the damage oftentimes occurs to the arch of the foot and the muscles that support the arch of the foot. Now, I've been using these in all the shoes that I've been wearing over the week. When you mold them, what you do is you set your oven to 235, you put them in for about 8 minutes, and then you pull them out, slide them in your shoes, and then you just walk on them with socks on, of course, because they'll be hot, for a few minutes, and then they mold to your foot. If you can see, it's shaped to the arch of my foot, my heel cup, so on, and it really works wonderfully. So on the day that I did skate, I actually am recovering from an ankle injury. I noticed immediately the first day skating this, I was able to skate for about twice as long before the arch of my foot started to get really tired and worn out. Immediate pain relief. I wasn't starting with an achy ankle, achy foot, because it's still weak and it's still developing strength. I was able to flick a lot of my tricks without too much interruption or discomfort, and so it was really nice to actually be able to spend some time after having months of darkness and not being able to get out to skate because I just get done with work too late. When it came to getting some time on the board, having a rolled ankle, getting to be able to skate fairly normally and enjoy myself, they were awesome. Pretty good support. They're like not near as thick as the insoles for the shoes that I wear, because I have Vans, some Chimas that I skate in right now. The Huffs are my everyday shoes. Thanks to Jake Anderson for those. But I immediately noticed that my foot had more room. In Chimas, I'm prone to getting like my pinky toe really irritated anytime I wear them, anytime I have them. I just like Chimas, they're a good shoe. I can't stand the toe-capped Vans. I left a pair of those at the park, but I had more room in the shoe, and so my pinky toe didn't get irritated like they usually do in Chimas. I also felt a lot more through the insole and felt like I had a little bit more control over where I was putting my feet when I was trying to get into feebles and stuff like that, making adjustments on the fly-in positions. And so the feedback was really good. We would call this, kind of proprioception in the athletic world. One of the things I didn't do was put on the heel pads that they included in the packet when I molded them the first time, because I was like, I don't really need them, because I don't really do a lot of impact skating. I don't really do drops or anything like that. But I did get a little bit of a heel bruise because they're a pretty thin, cup to the heel. So I put those on, and pretty nice. They do make a little bit of a difference. I wouldn't say a little bit of a difference. They do make a big difference in regards to the comfort of the heel. Also, they don't compress as easy. So taking these are pretty junky. Like, they're nice and soft and comfortable. So if you wear skate shoes just casually, then these are probably fine. But like FP demonstrates, these just fold over. As soon as I put any weight on here, like, this is just me pushing in with my arm. Imagine my entire weight setting on this insole. There's no arch support in comparison to this guy, where I can dig into it and this whole area still stays lifted, it stays supported, it stays comfortable. and then the difference in the type of foam that they use. Now this still compresses, it still does, but it has a more progressive compression. So it starts off, you know, a little bit hard and then softens up and then gets hard again. This stuff is just, it's the same all the way down. So it has a little bit better impact protection, and it also really attributes to the overall board feel. So after a week of having these, using them in my casual shoes, using them in my training shoes, using them in my skate shoes, so on, I'm a big believer in the game changers. So I'll update you guys next week after a couple more skate sessions. I'm gonna try to get out to the park today and get some time on the board. But so far so good. See you guys soon.